He bet 40K against me. God, I hate it when he does that. So I just want to win so bad, but I know I'm not going to. What kind of friend, Neuro, what kind of friend of yours, okay, would come into your Twitch chat unironically, see that you have a bet open, whether or not you're gonna win or lose, vote against you, and then cheer for your opponent, like, in chat. Just brazenly. Like, do you have any friends that would do that to you?
That doesn't really happen too much. One funny thing, we did a prediction for whether or not the shield would drop for Brunt in the last raid that we did, and not a single person voted that it wouldn't drop. That's faith. They believed. And it paid off. Maybe you should put faith in Sal. Maybe he would win more.
But I'm gonna lose, though. He's right. I'm just saying, what kind of friend does that? Like, he's right, but what kind of friend does that? You know?
And the most recent COVID relief check that we got was just deposited directly to me, which is
that's nice too.
Convenient thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Placed nice and neat in the account that the IRS is going to take my taxes from. So it's money that I actually won't interact with in any conceivable way. I'm merely storing it for the government to take. I am the steward, the guardian of their treasure.
Oh, I do need to invoice Jeremy for that keyboard, I know. I was gonna invoice you when I invoice Shama, but I'm not done Shama's keyboard yet. I really need to do that. I think I'm gonna just do it off stream. I gotta just start turning out keyboards, man.
You have a long queue.
I have a long queue, and like, I just want to spend my time playing StarCraft, like streaming StarCraft. I don't want to spend any time streaming anything else right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I should just build it in my off time. There's a whole lot of that, but... When are we doing the parts picker for your thing?
Oh, whenever.
We should make a date for that before whenever becomes never.
Bad news. SCV ready.
Insufficient.
Well, I think in your case, Jeremy, like, it's just, I know you're good for it. I'm not like stressed, you know? Not like, shit, I better invoice Jeremy or he's never gonna pay for his keyboard. Holy shit. Oh my god, this Ah!
What?
Oh, this guy blocked my CC after like he was on literally red health with a pylon like last second, and then isn't even gonna cancel the pylon. It's just, oh yeah. It was just like the way he did it. Like, he couldn't just build the pylon either. He had to give me hope that it was all gonna be okay. It was not. Oh, apparently chat says we're both losing to Protoss at the same time. How's that going for you?
That's called solidarity and togetherness.
Right. Yeah.
I died to Glaive Adepts.
So, chat linked me a video, which I still haven't watched. And they said that it really puts me to shame because I muled a kid for staying in a game too long. Now, is that always bad in your books? Like... That, like, is it never too long to stay in a game for you?
It's really rare that someone will overstay.
You think so?
Against me, yeah. I had one Terran in the last week who they had almost no workers and they were still flying buildings around and
Right.
playing with like 15 SCVs against 70. But that was the only one, and their situation is so crappy. It's like I'm
Yeah.
more amazed than upset. It's like, wow.
Oh,
they-
I wasn't upset. It was just like it was just one of those things. So he did this thing where he was like telling me his like life story and stuff, and like
while he
giving
was still
me-
in the game?
Yeah, like early on, and then the game before, he was like, he gave me like the I really need this win, like, and then he won with some stupid cheese, and then he was like, it was like 200 supply to like maybe 100 maximum for like 10 minutes, and he just wouldn't get out of the game.
I
I
really
just-
need this win, I would consider BM.
Additional supply
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm glad that we're okay.
Everyone
Good.
wants
So-
to win. Like, this is Masters to GM ladder. It's like, there's no secret that you want to win. If your opponent wants to win, then you're on the same page. And nothing needs to be said.
add-on complete.
Yeah.
It's begging
I
behavior.
agree. I agree. And listen, slowly was telling me I was being a meanie head, and I was like, dude. No.
You're defiling the sanctity of competition in single
Absolutely.
combat.
I absolutely was, man. It's very important that we all
Required.
that we're all good, upstanding denizens of the net. That was 2 separate games, and it was over 100 supply. The difference was over 100 supply. Yeah, it's probably true.
Some people do a similar thing. It hasn't happened to me in a while, but they'll say, yo, this is my promo match. Can I please have...
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
that, dude.
that's a classic.
That's so
Oh man,
dumb.
that's such a classic.
How nasty would it be if you actually get promoted off of that game, and then you can't show people the replay? Well, and
No,
if you
yeah.
do, you look really silly.
There's
Because you didn't
can have
legitimately
zero
earn-
pride.
Probably the coolest match ever. Like, I remember my first ever GM promotion match. It was against the Protoss on Overgrowth, and he's doing a 2-base all-in with the Prism, and I scouted it. I saw the move out. I got my queens and my roaches in position, and I had tons of roaches right under the first warp in, and I killed it. My opponent GG'd, and then I got promoted to GM. But what if I was that guy who said, "Oh, I'm 1 game away from GM. Please, can I have this?" How nasty of a
Just
story
give
would
me
that
this
be?
one. Just give me this one, please.
Dude, fuck that.
You know, dude, slowly is like, you started man-muling him when he was telling you his feelings. Yes! Because I don't fucking care. Alright? Everyone, listen, we're all playing StarCraft. We've all had a shit day. Okay? We've all played against Protoss. We all are having a bad day. Like, I'm just not putting up with it. Seems like it's easier to get a shit person hiding behind anonymity than to be a good person. What? That wasn't to you? Oh, true. Okay, okay. I was like, wait, that wasn't my... No, that wasn't... What have I done? I beat my Protoss. Did you beat your Protoss?
No.
How's it going? Oh, it's okay. Your
I'm
Protoss
in
is
a new
better.
game now. I'm on
Oh, okay.
Australia server.
Oh, die insta leave. I GG and leave. Every time.
Right away.
Yeah, well, I mean, I refuse to play. I refuse to play it because it literally is terrible for my mental health.
Not enough mineral.
Like,
Well.
I just get really mad at the ping, and then I lose, and I just get really mad at myself and the ping, and then it's like, why did I even bother? Like, I was gonna lose anyway. The ping differential's too crazy.
Not enough
I'd rather just give them the MMR and find a game that isn't on Australia than to play it and just ruin the entirety of my stream or the entirety of my ladder session off of a bad mentality like that. It's just really frustrating because even if you were gonna lose because the person's better than you, you just feel like the game was inherently rigged. It's just like
Yeah.
really shit. And that's not even correct. Like, you could probably win at 200 ping. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just a feeling that you that, like, I just won't even do to
Well,
myself anymore.
it technically is rigged.
Yes.
Because they have a legitimate time advantage over you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just not... Yeah,
It's kind of like chess, almost, where they get the first move.
Right.
Like, I compare it to something, where if you're on equivalent ping, I would say like 100 ping or less, I don't really feel any sense of complaint about that. Like, if I get
Yeah.
US East and my opponent is in the eastern side of things, it doesn't make me think twice about anyone having an advantage.
Insufficient.
True.
Singapore, Brazil, Australia, those ones will
Are under attack.
get me going.
I'm going. Will do.
Oh, I don't even, like, don't even get me started on the lack of a rationale they must have had for Singapore, of all places.
What's going on?
Like,
Bad news.
oh, dude.
I think that might have to do with...
I would have given the Blizz employee who thought that that shit was
Center
okay.
upgrade complete.
Oh my god.
Well,
Anyway, go ahead.
What's going
I think it might have to do with the different internet cables that they're allowed to use. Because I would think that Korea server would be the place to have Singapore. Shouldn't it be
Maybe?
part of the Asia server set?
I think what's happening is that they just dumped, like, they just made NA the melting pot and then called it a day.
Not enough minerals.
That's it. I don't think it's any surprise that NA is like the server where everyone considers to be the worst, and now they also have all of the, like, the most varied server times and stuff.
SCV ready.
I mean, if it was a population issue, then they should have put it on KR, because KR has the worst population, I think, out of everybody right now.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
EU and NA are tied, but EU has all the good players. And EU has all the good NA players. Like, it's not even anybody who plays this game seriously plays there.
SCV ready. Fear the Reaper, man.
I'm not gonna be able to find out what's going on here.
You're joshing me.
Not enough minerals.
Me?
No, my opponent who didn't
Oh,
put
okay.
any unit in the wall in the main.
Upgrade complete.
Well, it was a donation. You're gonna have to write that off on your taxes.
SCV ready.
Hopefully that doesn't bump me up a bracket.
Do it's tiered, right? So if you jump up to the next bracket, you're only taxed at that bracket for the income you made in that bracket, right?
Correct.
Add-on.
Okay. Yeah. It'd be crazy otherwise.
Unfortunately for me, I made less than last year, so
Hmm.
don't have to pay out as much.
Not enough energy.
SCV ready.
You don't have to pay taxes on the bracket above you if you don't make it to the bracket above you. Taps forehead.
Well, I mean, that's the entire premise of how businesses work, right? They try and dodge being in that bracket by spending all their money.
Yeah.
Add-on.
Dude, I paid so little in taxes, and this is the highest earning year I've ever had. It's the lowest taxes I've ever paid, too, actually. I upgraded this studio so much, it is actually insane.
Insufficient Vespine.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
It's actually irresponsible. Insane is an undervalued thing to...
Insufficient
Call it,
Vespine
actually.
gas. Not enough.
It's about to get heavy. Gangway. Coming. SCV ready. You gonna get
Canada's tax brackets for corpse? No, it's flat 15%, I think. But, like, for me, it's kind of not worth it yet, because that would imply that, like, the rest of the money was going to some other business thing. It's really not. It just ends up being used for whatever reason,
Add-on.
or for whatever thing.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
So I end up paying, you know, regular taxes on it.
Insufficient Vespine.
Oh, it's on. Order accepted.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots.
Oh, I thought it was always flat 15%.
Outstanding. Kaboom!
Oh, it's small business. Okay.
Been waiting on you.
Shows how little I know, mate.
Research complete.
15%? No. No. Like, I bought too much crap.
Mineral field. Not enough energy.
But it was expected. Like, I knew that this past year was like a formative year. I knew that even before the COVID stuff. Like, that I was gonna be investing a lot into the infrastructure of the studio and stuff, and then this next couple of years are supposed to be heavy saving years. Where I've got like my studio and stuff.
Let's have a blast.
And it's just all about like
Research.
putting in the work,
Mineral
making
field
content.
depleted.
This vessel requires assistance. By the numbers. SCV ready. This better be good.
Ooh, the DT switch.
Oh my god.
Ready for dust
Well,
off.
I'm going.
I really should have
Mineral field
dropped that
depleted.
on my way out.
Talk to me.
Mineral
better
field
be good.
depleted.
Go take a shower.
Been waiting. By the numbers. What's going on? Been waiting on. Gangway coming through. Huh?
Upgrade complete.
Oh, it's on.
Not enough minerals.
Ready for dust off. Ready for dust off.
SCV ready.
Not enough
It's about
energy.
to get heavy. Big job, huh? This better be good. Looking for
Not enough energy.
it's go time.
Your forces are under attack.
Kaboom, baby. Sure.
Sky toss into a last second DT switch to defend the ground push.
Add-on complete.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Sports.
Been waiting on.
Feel like you're missing an EA
Not
Sports.
enough minerals.
It's in the game.
You gonna get
God, it just sounds like my childhood.
this better be good.
Sounds like years gone by, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There is an observer somewhere out here.
Days go by and still I think of you.
Command center upgrade.
SCV ready. I'm in a world of hurt. Ready to blunder. SCV ready. Ready to blunder.
Oh yeah, this guy's sure I'm going for a doom drop. He's convinced.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to blunder.
Not enough minerals.
Affirmative.
Look at him just guard it.
Be good. In the rear with the. Ready to blunder.
Insufficient rescue gas.
Big job, huh? We could use some help here. Ready to blunder. By the ready to blunder. Help here. Been waiting on.
Oh, nice. No wonder he didn't give a shit.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Gorgeous.
Time. Ready.
Crowd pleaser.
Go on.
Killing High Templar with ultras.
Upgrade complete.
You gonna give me orders? By the number. Ready to blunder. This better. Gangway.
I mean,
Probable.
snuck back in there.
Go, go, go. Bad news.
Not enough minerals.
What is your favorite dairy alternative milk for coffee?
Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Almond milk?
Black coffee.
There you go.
Ready to blunder.
That's
Hey,
my
Nora, can you
that's my
explain
legitimate
Ravagers?
answer to that
Not
question.
enough minerals.
That's the best option.
Not
It is the
enough
best option.
minerals.
Can you explain Ravagers to me? Do they need to be in a separate control group when you cast Bile? No. When you use Bile, you have to reselect units. The only unit that should be higher than them in the priority would be Queens. So you need to make sure you don't have Queens in your army group if you want to be doing the Bile.
Mineral field
Ready for dust off.
upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Mineral field. Our SCVs are under attack.
How much of the Sal plus Neuro stream have you missed? Not very much.
Not too much.
Is it going
Not
Cobra?
enough minerals.
Not too much.
Give me this. You sure? Solo
If he's biling without rapid fire, he may be clicking twice, clicking on the enemy units. That's possible.
Not enough minerals.
Is there a way to change unit prioritization?
No.
Our
It's
SCV
actually the
is
worst.
under attack.
I really wish you could.
That would be interesting. It'd be a big layer of customization.
Would easily have put Raven on the frickin' bottom.
Oh, did you see the Twitter drama, Florencio versus Ref?
Sort of. It seemed really stupid from what I saw.
It was
But
cute.
like, it was like, but like, what was it even? Like, was it just them like disagreeing on what?
Ruff said that he thinks that the Raven should have lockdown. And like it should force the Zerg units to have like, I don't know, basically be a root fungal or something.
Yeah, that worked out so well when it was on fungal.
Transformations. Gangway.
I'm sorry.
Get heavy. Victor.
And then
Yeah.
Florencio was something about like get good or whatever. Don't make excuses that you can't use strategy anymore just because you have to work on your mechanics and stuff. Legacy of the
And
Void
he-
is definitely more mechanical. I don't think people disagree with that.
I mean, is it, or was it just? Is it just that people are better now?
Complete.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
It's both, because when people are better at the macro fundamentals and that's all figured out, then the gimmicky builds aren't going to be as effective.
Not enough.
That was a big thing with Wings of Liberty, was the maps were really congested and small. I mean, people didn't know how to saturate your bases in a really efficient way.
Can't hold them alone.
So if you had some really cheeky thing that no one had ever seen before, it can work a lot of the time. Whereas in Legacy of the Void, if someone just opens solid macro and you do something dumb, then it doesn't work.
Not enough minerals.
Sometimes it works. Depends on whether or not it's got void rays.
Not enough minerals.
That's optimized though.
That's true.
One base
Every
void
build that
ray
has
shield
void
battery is an
rays.
optimized cheese.
Yeah, everybody who, no, just in general, if you have a void ray in your build, it's optimized.
Not enough minerals.
You just need one void ray, and it's an optimal build order.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Yeah, that fight was so bad. I
Add-on.
probably
Not
should
enough
just
minerals.
uninstall. It just would probably be better.
Mineral field depleted.
That was really bad. I ate like 10 disruptor shots, and it's like I'd won so clearly. If I just walked away, built liberators, and went in again, we would have easily
Not
beaten
enough
him.
Minerals.
Wouldn't even have been close, actually. It's kind of disturbing.
Not enough minerals.
I don't miss HOTS at all, honestly. Do you? Do you miss the old days?
Hell no.
I'm with you.
Being force fielded out of my base?
Not enough
Heck that.
minerals.
That sounds like
I
a
think-
dream.
The worst map for that was that one, was it Catalina? Or is it like a 3-spawn map? and the ramps were really sharp and narrow. And I think they could force field you out of your first 2 bases with like a single force field or something. There are a few situations that have felt more dumb than that. Me being force fielded out. Maybe I have the larger army, but they can just chain force field and I can't do anything about it. Tonal Claws is too far in the tech tree. You can't fight mutas against Sentry Stalker.
Minerals.
And you just have a bunch of roaches. The correct amount of roaches, but you're not in the right place at the right time. With the Corrosive Bile, you can at least interact with it. We used to joke and say the Sentry was the in-game map editor.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
So no, I don't miss HOTS. It was definitely a simpler time, but not a better time.
Vespine Geyser exhausted.
Oh my god, I could have killed that.
Reporting for action. We read you.
Do you think Jim Rising will pull me again?
Something.
Yes.
Catch first, dude.
We have
This is the first time in 9 games.
Is under mineral field depleted. Base is under attack.
I was really hoping to just be bad and take the fight. Never hope your opponent is bad. Never hope your opponent is bad.
And if they say that they're bad, what I do is I assume that it's a bored semi-professional from Europe who just wants to mess around on NA.
Oh, every time. You're gonna win this one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when you're just like, oh, fuck. My point-a-loons. Is there a prediction tonight? I don't know, man. All my mods retired so that they could be degenerate gamblers.
Oh, did you hear the continued Blizzard drama of like everybody rage quitting kind of all at the same time?
Rage quitting what?
Blizzard?
Blizzard?
Yeah.
Oh, are we
'cause
talking about
David
Kaplan?
Kim and Cap? Yeah, David Kim also left.
Yeah. If you have talent, why would you work at Blizzard? I gotta be real.
It used to be a pretty epic name in
Yeah,
the gaming
before
scene.
it was overrun by bureaucracy and nonsense. That shit stifles innovation, man. It stifles it. It destroys it. It suffocates it. It takes people who have good ideas and forces them through 1,000 hoops to get literally anything done. Like, it's just a trash environment. And I mean, you know, the money is obviously good and the community is good and they really love the IP, so there's a lot of love there. And it sustains you for a while, but it's only so many times that people with a lot of drive can have like a really good idea or like a decent idea and they want to execute, and they're told like, nah, actually that's just not gonna make us enough money, so we need like 20 bill instead of like 19 bill, so if we could just fuck off and make something that like will make us like 20 bill instead of 19, that'd be great. Like, we really need Call of Duty like 25. That might even make us 20.5 bill. It's just like, but and you know, it's funny because it sounds like so out there, but it's, you know, that's true. Like, it's exactly what they're doing. They're making every decision by like through financials and not through passion. And all of these companies were all founded on the back of passionate people looking to make art, not people looking to make fucking money, because money follows good products. And it's no surprise that Blizzard's reputation is in the gutter. Their IPs are all in the gutter. They've got no new IPs. And they're like, you know, they're desperately clinging to every last cash grab that they have. Well, not cash grab, cash cow. Like WoW and shit. Like, they're just gonna milk that until it's dead and Blizzard's dead and that's it. That's what I think is gonna happen. Like, it's gonna be very slow, of course. Blizzard is absolutely massive. And I just think that, you know, when a corp that only gives a shit about money gets in control, they do what all corps do, eventually. Or seem to do. with very little resistance. Like, I don't know if there are that many companies that have really, like, broken the mold. Like, once they've fallen down that rabbit hole of just, like, mindlessly rehashing the same shit to cash out, like, it's... Can you think of any that have successfully done it, like, in the gaming industry? I can't.
Insufficient.
Yeah, like, I've seen it happen with products. Like, Razer's a good example. You know, even... like, Microsoft's a pretty decent example. Like, there's a bunch of like, companies who make products. Where I'm like... Where they had, like, a really bad run. Where you could tell that whoever was in charge was, like, just making them basically rehash the same shit. Even though it was terrible with bad decision making. And then they're just like, you know what? We're gonna take some risks, fuck it. Like, we're gonna die if we don't take some risks.
Not enough minerals.
But it's just like, Activision is just like... Oh, I don't know, they're just allergic to risks. They don't know what a risk is. Does Activision actually have... What is Activision... They have COD, right? Like, that's it?
Let me check. I'm out of my game.
Add-on complete.
They've got COD. Like, they did a lot, but like, what do they have now? Like, these days? I'm very interested. Like...
3D Ultra. Oh, wait, these are cancel titles.
Additional supply depots required.
List of Activision games.
Now what?
Additional supply
COD. Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
And that's... But that's a purchased IP, too, right?
Yeah.
Like, they
Sekiro,
don't make
purchased.
anything anymore. I don't think that they've made jack shit in ages. Like,
Add-on complete.
I don't think they...
Forces are under attack. Add-on complete.
Yeah, they did, except, for a very long time, Activision left Blizzard alone, but through changing hands and slowly, like, you know, slowly merging the two more and more and more together, it's just slowly gotten it.
SP gas. Not enough energy. Insufficient best.
Whenever the initial buyout was happening of Activision Blizzard, I thought it was to insulate Blizzard against risk of legal trouble that they could potentially find themselves in. So it was supposed to be a like long-term Blizzard is going to be safer as a result of that, but it was
But,
kind of like they
safe from
sold their
what?
soul to the devil.
Yeah.
Well,
Sa-
if say China gets mad or something at something in a game, or
Yeah.
I don't even know what could go wrong that would motivate them to do that, but I guess Blizzard made the decision that it was worth it to get bought by Activision. But it's people were saying in my chat yesterday that it's no secret that whenever you get acquired by another company, they do a full restructure of what you are, and a lot of your best talent that gets paid the most just gets cut straight up because they want to replace those people with their own people.
Right.
But with this acquisition, it seemed like they didn't even replace people; they just cut
Not enough.
and left.
Well,
things
but it
out to
took them
dry.
forever to do that. Like, they did give them a lot of time. Like, just think about how many eras of StarCraft-related stuff happened through, like, Activision still owned them. Like, yeah, like my chat said, you know, they owned
Not enough minerals.
fucking Blizzard all through all of SC2, and it was like not really that felt. I don't know. At some point, I think it's really crazy that like to have a video game company that just doesn't take any fucking risks. Like, it's just such a weird thing. Like, that's literally your job, is to push that, like, the artistic boundary.
Research.
But I mean, it's good though. Like, I mean, I think it's good because the people who come up now, like, they have really, really good examples to look to when they're like, man, should I sell my company? Like, this thing that I love so much, should I sell this to, like, these fucking soulless corps? Like, should I do that? The answer's no, fucker. Don't do it. They're gonna ruin everything. Unless you just want the cash. I can't get mad at that. Like, if you just want the mad cashola, and you want to buy an island in, you know, on some fucking warm part of the world, and like, I don't blame you or hate you for that. It's just, it seems very clear, especially now that, like, you know, Mike Morhaim's old. He's not a young guy anymore. Like, but he's gonna open a new company and like start over. Like, why is he starting over? You know, he's not happy with the way none of them are happy with the way it all went down. Like, none of them like the way that it ended. They feel like they've got more to do. Like, that's what I'd imagine. Like, if I were in their position, like, I'd feel like I had more stories to tell, more games to be made, like, but I couldn't do it where in my old position. I don't know.
Cobra's saying that COD is 3 different games that are live. It's Modern Warfare,
yeah,
Warzone,
sure,
and Cold War.
It's 3 different games, but like, what is that? It's the same game. Like, it's the same game, just ported to different genres. Like, it's the same damn thing. They're not taking
Was it
any
the
risks.
same mechanics, but it's different?
Very close.
Yeah, so like the same engine, same mechanics, but
Same
different
engine, same
aesthetics.
mechanics. Yeah.
So it's like different game modes of the same thing, sort of.
Yeah. Essentially, instead of giving you all of that stuff in one game like they might have before, now they charge you 4 times for it. And they're like, yeah, this shit's a deal, bro.
We could use some help here. This better be good. What's going on? SCV ready.
Base not enough
Ready
attack.
for dust off. Talk to me.
You gonna give me SCV gangway coming through.
So apparently Classic is broken right now.
Upgrade.
What the
Is it?
fuck? Yeah, the world buff things that go off like every 8 hours, it's being spammed somehow. It's just lightning that's shocking everyone in town constantly. Weird. Speaking of Blizzard,
Wait. Ready for dust off.
Not enough minerals.
Let's have a blast.
Not enough.
it's so
energy.
funny.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Base is
Yeah, I think the raid designer for Classic BC also quit.
Wow.
Overall, it's kind of
Wow.
like the they made a deal with the devil at the cost of their soul,
Yeah.
and Activision ripped out their soul, but the soul survived. It's now kind of cast into different companies.
I mean,
So Frost
thing-
Giant, what's the other one?
and Dreamhaven. So the
Yeah.
thing for me, they're like, Jeremy in my chat, I think he's like, he's the kind of guy who thinks like everything boils down to capitalism. You know what? I agree. Like, when it comes down to this, like, it's the capitalism way to sell the thing that you've made, cash out, start a new thing, cash out, start a new thing. But like, why the fuck would you cash out on WoW? Like, of all the business models in all the world, like, WoW was making so much money. Why the fuck would you sell? They had to scale? What do you mean? They had infinite dollars. They had so much money. What do you mean to scale? You don't think so? What were people paying? Well, at
think-
its peak.
Well, I think the problem is the question of growth versus consistency. Because WoW has been giving consistent revenue for a really long time and a lot of revenue.
Yeah.
But from Battle for Azeroth to Shadowlands, I don't think it grew that much. So if you're just a suit in an office and you're a business person, not a game developer, you see WoW being a flat line and you say, this is wrong, we need to fix this. But if you're in any other game scene in the Blizzard community, you look at WoW and you're like, that's the whale, that's the titan where you get all your money from. But
I
if
love you
it's
both.
flatlined,
Neuro and Sal, but Warzone. Yeah, I mean, but I played early on Warzone, and it was just a dumbed down version. Like, it's obviously a different format, but it was like, right? Didn't they change? They just like scaled the mechanics down. I don't know, man. It just seems so funny that like he's just gonna start over. Imagine if they just didn't sell, like if they took it slower. I don't know. It just seems silly.
Not enough.
I mean, in hindsight, I guess it is silly because he's just gonna do the same shit, except he's gonna lose the fucking IP. Like, that's what makes me laugh. Like, they spent forever developing this lore and storyline, and they have to start over. They're just gonna do the same thing.
Additional supply depots required.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a purist. I never would have sold it. I would have been like, ugh, screw you. Streamer is just too much of a StarCraft simp to understand business. I mean, I understand that StarCraft had a massive player base that they could have milked, and they just were like, meh. Not enough money, though.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine
I mean,
gas.
every war chest was successful. By like a pretty decent margin.
Go ahead. Big job.
You can buy them out.
Sure thing.
I'm sorry, man. You gotta TL the army.
Upgrade.
That paragraph is not StarCraft friendly. Please leave a message and try again after the tone. Beep. That is a big ass paragraph.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Got something for
Yo, Cobra, can you resolve that bet or did you bet?
what's it worth?
I did. I won the last game.
Supply depots.
Armed and ready. Bad news? Yep. SCV ready. What? Fear the Reaper, man. What? You want something? Yeah, bro. You want
No worries, no worries, no worries.
Unacceptable.
Don't get mad.
got something?
Man, imagine for 700 mil, dude. God, they make
700
that.
million is what it was sold for.
I think so.
Fear the Reaper, man. I'm listening. SCV ready.
Command center upgrade complete.
Okay, we're just gonna check.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Oh.
Ready to raise some hell.
Yeah, the goal I don't think was for us to shit on Call of Duty per se,
No, no.
and
no, but
neither of us play it.
The thing is that one has to accept that Call of Duty is a good game
Add-on complete.
and has clean mechanics, and that's why it's good. The idea is that Activision just remakes the same thing over and over again because instead of actually creating something new, they'd rather just milk that cow until it's literally dead. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Like, again, it's not a bad game. Like, I have fun playing Call of Duty. I think the mechanics are very smooth. I enjoy it.
Complete.
It's just that, you know, they just don't do anything interesting.
SCV ready.
Really. They don't do anything new. And, like, Blizzard is kind of... was kind of, like, the opposite of that.
SCV ready.
But the last thing that they really... the last big thing that they did was Overwatch.
Which I think is not doing too great, right?
SCV ready.
No. Oh, Kaplan left.
Get into
I think Overwatch League is probably screwed. I'm not sure though. It's been a lot of like first time at the hanging kind of memes going around.
Not enough energy.
So some guy in chat says Overwatch is fine with a burning picnic basket.
Not enough energy.
Alright.
This better be good.
Research complete.
Well, who owned it? Who owned it before Activision? Overwatch is the only game I've ever returned.
Research complete.
Damn.
I think Overwatch is fun to play. The problem was that
Command
it's
center up.
got a pretty mean community and it's not very fun to watch.
Oh,
those
it's
are the
horrible to watch. Literally
issues.
the worst watching experience. When I watched my first match of that game, I was like, dude, what were they thinking? This is screwed. There's no way. I don't think there's anything more boring to watch in esports than objective, like,
Add-on
push.
complete.
Like, to just slowly push an objective like that. And, like, fight over it and stuff. It just, like, has no climax. CSGO is actually so much better, I think, as a spectator esport. Not even, like, from a skill perspective or anything, but just from a watching perspective, because anticipation builds with every kill. And then you end up with, like, a total score, which adds to a whole another level of, like, anticipation.
Dota is
Really,
really
it's-
fun to watch.
Yeah, it's the anticipation, I think, that's really key. You got something that sort of builds the excitement, builds the suspense.
Research complete. Add-on.
Oh, he's gonna take it again? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Additional supply depots required.
This better be good. Go, go, go! Who wants some? Been waiting.
No one said it, like, did someone in the chat say it's dead? I don't think it's dead, it's just in trouble, last I heard. I'm sure it's still, like, doing fine. Like, people say StarCraft's dead, it's clearly not dead. I don't know.
This better be good. You gonna give me orders?
We're just gonna Overwatch is doing poorly? Oh, yeah, I imagine it's just Overwatch League.
Mineral
I mean, they have Overwatch 2 to do still, right? Like, it can't be that bad. They still have a whole sequel to do. Unless it's, like, that bad recently. This is
I
literally
think the
the
sequel
worst.
is going to have a campaign mode in it, which should be pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, and it would excel there, because the character design is really cool.
Yeah.
Ready for dust off.
mineral field depleted.
We could use some help here.
Oh my god, please stop.
Gangway, coming through. By the go, go, go! Big kaboom, baby! Been waiting on
Alright.
you.
We're losing it.
I'm in deep! Let's go. We could use some help here. This better be good. By the go. You gonna give
Upgrade complete.
kaboom, baby! You want a piece of me, boy?
Ready for dust off.
Base is under attack.
We could use some help here.
Our SCVs are under attack. Additional supply. Our SCVs are under attack. Is under attack.
I think he has a legit chance to just win with this.
Add-on complete. Upgrade. Base is under attack. under attack.
We could use some help here. We could use some help here. This better be good.
Additional supply depots required.
How's it going, Luvrisa? How do I pronounce that?
Command center upgrade complete.
Luvrisa. You've got to roll.
Nice. Okay. Alright, now we lose.
What's going on? Huh? This lay it on me.
Ready for pickup?
I've been waiting on SCV ready. We could
Lefties do a better thing with the 17 months.
I'm losing. It hurts.
Not enough
Stop.
minerals.
No bully. Oh, Banshee's nice.
show. Who won? Been waiting on.
Ready for dust off.
Overwatch voice chat is pretty bad. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what makes a community mannered and cool. What?
This game, I can't believe it. Oh, we were so dead, and then why would they attack into the PF? Oh, they were up so far in supply. They were up so far in everything. And then they just YOLO onto this PF. Oh, man. Insta-leave, too.
So they attacked you at the one place they shouldn't attack you? And
The
gave you the
literal
one opportunity
only
you needed to
place.
win?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. They were like, this is the play. We're gonna attack into this one PF, even though there's nothing else defending anything else. If people voted and these microtransactions make enough money. Are we talking about Overwatch League? Stream's going pretty good, Livrisa. Pretty good. Can't complain. I cannot complain. Ugh. Well, alright.
How are you feeling about the maps and stuff this season?
I'm liking them. What about you?
I'm up MMR, like 100 on both accounts, so maybe Zerg is
Wow.
broken now.
I was wrong, man. That's it. This is the good. This is the Zerg. This is the Zerg map pool.
I did change something this season though, which is using all of my vetoes. I haven't done that for a long time.
Wait, hold on. You're using all your vetoes?
Yeah, all my map vetoes.
What maps do you have vetoed?
Romanticide, Oxide, Lightshade on my main account.
Really? Light
Yeah.
shade? That's surprising.
On my alt account, I did not veto Lightshade. I vetoed something else instead. Oh, maybe I just vetoed two. Just Oxide and Romanticide. Because to quote Lambo, it's pretty much impossible to kill Protoss.
On which one, Romanticide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Romanticide is a really good TVZ map. I think it's one of the most balanced that we have. But it's a
Really good.
very
Yeah.
Protoss favored map. Because they get to take that fourth by the rocks, which is super
Not
easy
enough minerals.
to hold.
Not enough minerals.
So they can just make voids, get the third, take that base,
What's going on?
make High Templar, make Carrier.
In the rear with the gear. Huh?
Yo, are we gambling, chat? What are we doing here?
Ah! You scared me!
Additional supply depots.
Thank you, Braun, for that resubscribe.
Dude, imagine if Dream won GSL. Man, post Army? That's impressive. He was doing pretty well right when he got back too, but now he's just winning stuff.
SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. Bad news. SCV ready. Big job.
Our SCVs are under attack.
What's going on?
One
I wanna say
aspect of
SC
behavior, what
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go. You
is
first.
accountability.
Right.
The
That's
less likely you are to interact with people again, the less consequences you have for bad behavior. And then it just falls through the report system. But with a game scene as big as Overwatch, there are so many players that the chances you're going to run into the same person again at most levels of play are extremely low. So if they're really shitty to you and you say, wow, that's a person I never want to group with again, heck them, well, they don't care because they're not going to run into you again.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
But don't you feel like people get reported more in Overwatch?
Not enough
Yeah, but
Like,
how
there
many
are very
reports does it
few-
take for something to happen?
I don't know. There are very few silenced people in SC, so.
Yeah.
I
that's
feel like
kind
with
of
the
thing.
block system too, it's like in SC, even though the player base is smaller, it's just so easy to just, oh, this guy's a dumbass. Just beep. Never hear from him again.
Not enough energy.
Yeah.
Not a problem. But yeah, I guess team games just lend themselves to that kind of nonsense.
Well,
'Cause-
in a team game, if you block your teammate, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage from another team that's able to vocally
exactly.
communicate.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest part. Like the reason I think that like team-based stuff feels more toxic is actually just because you have to deal with these people.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Whereas in SC, you can just be like, you do not exist. You are just the bot. I can just play as if you are an AI. A very good AI.
In the rear with the gear. You're the boss. SCV ready. You want a piece of me?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
You play like a crappy AI?
Not enough
Yeah, me too,
minerals.
buddy.
Meet all your teammates and then carry the game. Well, the tricky thing with the game like Overwatch, actually, no, maybe it was solved with the roll queue. But before there was roll queue, you could sometimes not be able to play the role that allows you to carry the
Command
best,
center upgrade complete.
even if you have a kind of poopy
Even if
team.
you're capable of carrying.
Yeah.
Not enough.
With the roll queue, you
Not
can now.
enough Energy.
Dan, I haven't beat this Protoss in 7 times or so. Like, I've lost so many times. If you voted for me, you're gonna lose your points this time, buddy. If only you were around more to just know all the history, you know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
Not enough minerals.
Ready for dust off. Taking out.
Redacted.
SCV ready.
I appreciate that, Giant Gnome.
I can't build here.
He bet 40k against me.
SCV ready.
God, I hate it when he does that. So I just want to win so bad, but I know I'm not going to.
SCV ready.
What kind of friend, Neuro, what kind of friend of yours, okay, would come into your Twitch chat unironically, see that you have a bet open, whether or not you're gonna win or lose, vote against you and then cheer for your opponent, like in chat, just brazenly. Like, do you have any friends that would do that to you?
Add-on.
That doesn't really happen too much. One funny thing, we did a prediction for whether or not the shield would drop for Brunt in the last raid that we did, and not a single person voted that it wouldn't drop. That's faith. They believed. And it paid
Okay.
off. Maybe you should put faith in Sal. Maybe he would win you.
But I'm gonna lose though.
Add-on complete.
He's right.
Insufficient Vespene.
I'm just saying, what kind of friend does that? Like, he's right, but what kind of friend does that?
depots
You know?
required. Additional
He's not wrong.
required.
By the numbers, this better be
Additional supply depots required.
Go, go, go!
This is an extremely good Liberator map.
Additional supply depots required.
What is it, Beckett?
Yeah.
Add-on.
Oh no,
Additional not enough
Blackburn.
energy.
There's a
Additional
bunch of
supply
dead
depots
space behind your bases, which is annoying.
This better. SCV ready.
This vessel requires assistance.
You want a piece of me, boy? Out. Oh, it's on. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Ready for dust
This is
off.
the only channel I don't feel bad betting lose on.
Research.
Wow, slowly.
Go on.
It's okay. If it makes you feel any better, I would rather mod Fractal Cactyl than you.
Big job. Armed and SCV ready. Roger that. You gonna give me orders? Go, go, go!
Not enough minerals.
Let's have a
Better choice, to be honest.
by the numbers.
Oh, that's the truest thing I've heard today.
Gonna give me orders?
He caught me, man. Why do I have so many Widow Mines? Like, I can't even use them.
What's going on? Go time.
Not enough minerals.
Ready for dust off.
Oh, he's right. Nice.
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready.
Ready for pickup.
It's about.
YOLO!
Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete.
Talk to me.
Not enough minerals.
Go, go, go!
Not enough mineral field.
Oh, it's on.
Now what? Waiting on you.
Better be good.
Ready for dust
We
off.
could use some help here.
You saw what? Micron carriers in StarCraft 1?
Armed and ready. Let's have a blast. Oh yeah. By the numbers.
Life.
Your forces are under attack.
Big job, huh? Been waiting.
Seems like peak ladder experience, ladder ball hanging with the mate. Yeah, it's good.
I don't mind it, man.
I'd heard of a lot of people doing that.
Add-on complete.
Just community people. It makes it less isolating because sometimes you get more tilted if you're just on your own dealing with frustrating situations. You can immediately vent to somebody if dumb shit happens.
Will do, Command.
I'll be billing you for that therapy. Don't worry, that'll be tax deductible.
Nice.
Thanks. I thought it was a pretty good funny haha.
Are those nature shot videos live? Imagine the wind sound if they were.
Jesus. Oh, you went further than I did with it.
What's going on? You gonna give me this better be.
Zeus the cat redeems Sun Tzu quote. It's like I'm there.
Are under attack.
Ready to blunder.
Pretty good win, thank you.
It's
I've
like
tried
I'm there.
I've tried to film videos in locations like this. The audio is terrible. I don't know what kind of mic you would need. Probably the, just like,
You just
lapel
need a
mic.
decent mic with a dead cat.
that sounds really unethical.
Yeah. It is. The cat doesn't like it very much. Gotta be honest.
Not enough minerals.
You gonna give me in the ring.
Don't get Fractal Cactyl's hopes up.
By the numbers.
I'm not.
Sun Tzu
Fractal
said,
Cactyl's the second last person I'd ever mod.
Not enough.
Know the enemy and know yourself. In 100 battles, you will never be in peril. When you are ignorant of the enemy but know yourself, your chances of winning or losing are equal. If ignorant both of your enemy and of yourself, you are certain in every battle to be fucked. Amen. Oh, another shy Terran.
Unacceptable landing zone. Not enough minerals.
Oh, we're on to
Not enough
disruptors now,
minerals.
man.
Not enough. Research complete.
Picking up. SCV ready.
Fighter. Solo operative, right? Come again. Been waiting on. It's about to get
Oh
heavy.
my god. This control is literally Gold League.
Not enough mineral field.
Ready to plunder.
Literally.
Go.
Have you ever had a barcode backseat your stream? Like your barcode opponent?
I've had like a Protoss opponent or like just an opponent in general like tell me that my defense was like subpar and stuff. You know, just like give me critique. It's like they're just trying to help me out.
I've had them advise what kind of content I should make.
They tell you to
nice.
get in a hot tub.
Command center.
I just told my barcode opponent, good luck, have fun, and then I typed out a bunch of L's. And then they said,
Yeah.
do I know you? How can I answer that question?
With a yeah, probably.
Mineral field depleted.
This is getting pretty complicated.
Mineral field.
CW, thank you. I have known many a shy Terran.
Upgrade complete. Not enough.
During my tryhard stream on Tuesday, I faced parting twice on a barcode. Why does parting need a barcode? Is there a
Why?
player on the NA server who can face parting and know, like, okay, this is how I'm gonna beat him?
No. But parting's like that. He smurfs all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks it's really funny. And it's one of those things where the bully's actually like really fucking good at the game, so you can't. No one's gonna bully him back. No,
Yeah.
there's not gonna be any justice for parting. All you can hope is that you get to laugh at him in GSL, but even then, you're not you're not exactly feeling fulfilled at all. You know, he's still in the GSL. You're still sitting at home, wishing you were in the GSL.
Not enough energy.
Like,
Dark, avenge me!
yeah, exactly. You're just
Dust off.
thinking how nice it would be if somebody were to bring justice to this fucking bully, but no one's gonna because he's really good at the game. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
it
forgot
gives a
comment.
different feel. Because parting, he's got more of a spicy personality, so for some people they're like, oh, I love parting. And he's nice to me when I'm in his chat and stuff and when I raid his channel and that kind of thing, but the experience on the ladder is pretty, I don't know. I wouldn't say
Well,
enjoyable.
because I mean, he's taking the piss out of you, literally just, he's for money and for views, like, it's his brand. It's understandable.
Exhausted.
Doesn't mean you have to like it. Just think of it like every time you dislike it, it's just playing into the brand a little bit more, you know? It's actually helping him. For you to get rustled about it. You know? If you like him, you're gonna get mad about it.
Unacceptable command. Unacceptable.
It's okay, I look forward to hopefully one day being bullied incessantly by him. That's the mark of success, truly.
Unacceptable. Not
Okay,
enough
this guy has an
energy.
obs somewhere here.
I think the only other person who gets me on Smurfs like that, at least multiple times that I know of, would be Hero Marine.
Research complete.
He plays on NA sometimes when he's bored. It's been a bit, but there was a period where he was doing that a lot. Hero, did you know that was Hero Marine? Well, I knew that it was a 4.7k Terran who played like an absolute god.
Maximum supply.
Incoming orders.
Did you know that was your own rain? No, no. I thought it was rough.
Need something liberated?
It's about to get heavy.
Do you think I could get a rebate on my taxes whenever I face a opponent who's actually 2,000 MMR higher than their MMR?
Incoming orders.
I don't know, man.
Best-in geyser exhausted.
You should file a thing for fraud. Oh my god, am I actually finally gonna beat this kid? Oh my god, is Death on copium right now? Is he coping? Dude, we're cleaning him.
Not enough.
Where are the carriers?
Not enough energy.
Liberation.
Not enough. Unacceptable command. We are at. Not enough energy.
Need something.
Upgrade complete.
We're returning fire.
Did you see the clip from my stream when someone asked me how my day was going? Like 2 minutes after Zest used a stasis trap to trap my queens out of my main base and then kill me with 4 carriers?
No, I didn't. How did
It was
that
such good timing. Because then I just like backed up the replay for like 30 seconds and then this is how my day is going. And they were like, oh, I'm sorry.
We were winning. But then
Unacceptable landing zone.
DTs were a thing.
Mineral field depleted.
Yes, sir.
Give me this.
Reporting for action.
It's off.
Mineral field depleted.
It's about to get heavy. I can't build here.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field.
We're returning fire.
Come again. Big SCV ready.
Whoa, somebody in my chat finally asked. Oh my god, I'm famous, man. Somebody
That's
finally
what-
asked, who's the other guy?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Every single time we do this stream, I look in your chat and the first thing I read, who are we on the line with? And I'm like, okay, cool. And every day, everyone knows who you are, but nobody cares. Like no one knows who the fuck I am. Where's my clout?
Well, now you're the big potato, dude.
Exactly. It happened once.
Reporting for action.
Put it on your calendar. Write it in your journal, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna pin it up on my wall, man.
Geyser exhausted.
Like Nate said, pin that replay.
Is under attack.
Big job, huh? You want a piece of me, boy?
Mineral field depleted.
Reporting for action. We have you on screen.
Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough
About to
minerals.
get heavy.
Solo operative.
Go ahead. You want a piece of me, boy? Kaboom!
Liberation.
Let's have a blast.
I'm doing my best to throw this game though. I'm trying really hard.
Come again.
Ooh,
I need another
placement
base.
Command
matches.
center upgrade complete.
Hole.
Attention.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. You're about to ask who is the other person and if they're streaming too. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ladder and Chill with Sal from twitch.tv/UpATree Zelda. One of the esteemed members of the StarCraft scene.
Not enough energy.
Oh my god, this stage just keeps getting better.
Mineral field.
Now esteemed.
He actually ranked top 3 in well-mannered Terrans of the year in 2020.
Not in 2021 though.
Go time.
Am I out of the club in 2021?
Base is under attack.
All hands to battle battle station.
Well, the year is still going, so it's harder to say.
We're returning fire.
Oh, it's on.
All hands to battle station.
Not enough minerals.
Time.
You sure? I'll whip. Come again.
How can we help? Reporting for action.
Mineral field depleted.
I'm gonna lose this game. Dan no longer on copium.
Flight plan is locked.
Man.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Out with it.
Incoming.
Mineral field depleted.
Armed and ready.
We're returning fire.
Who wants some?
You sure about that?
Armed and ready.
Liberation is a
Oh, it's on.
Solo operative, right?
reporting for action. Attention. How can we help? Yes.
Out.
Stay.
Picks up the rain so nicely. This would be snow. We went hiking and it was
Not enough
raining
minerals.
the lower part of the hike and then snowing as we got near the top. And as we were walking back to the parking lot, someone was like,
Out with it.
"Did you guys come in a blue car? Because someone just got their window bashed in."
Liberation.
No.
Not enough minerals.
I don't know what they had in the back of that SUV, but someone just cracked through the window in the back to get something.
Reporting for action.
Don't go put your PS5 or whatever in the back whenever you're going hiking, fam.
Not enough energy.
Oh god. Did he recall half of his army? How did that even work? Does he have like 4 workers? I thought he recalled, and like he didn't recall everything. He got caught, pants down. Well, you shouldn't be betting 20k points, man. Oh my god. I should have gone for the ramp. I literally gave him the opportunity. Yeah, alright. Well, I feel like we played pretty well. Till there. Yeah, I think we did because he had same army, worse econ, and I still kept him where he was supposed to be.
Why is Giant Gnome saying you suck?
He always says that.
That's not very nice, though.
It's not.
Wah wah.
But whoever said he was nice?
He's nice in my chat.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's because he knows you'll ban him. He knows that for whatever reason, I just won't do it.
Zergs are endangered. We gotta stick together.
Oh, that's it. That's what brings his behavior up. That's what makes him mannered. Right. Wait, did I play that game ranked? Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Resolve bet, please. I should just ban you. Oh my god.
Who is the Terran called Wonder?
Wonder.
SCV ready.
Someone in chat is requesting a proxy hatch game.
Go ahead.
Oh no. Someone in chat is a degenerate.
You can proxy hatch Terran. There is a build.
I know there is. What's up, Tira?
You scared me.
The Queen Ravager Spore one where you take their third.
Big job, huh? Yep.
Additional supply depots required.
Zeus the cat, I'll do it for you. But if I lose, we get MMR reimbursement, okay? Seems pretty fair. Deal.
Perfectly fair. Oh, I missed the sub. Thank you so much. Panda Rushka. Pandruska? Pandrushka. Oh my god. It's too late. It's too late!
It's funny when you see people have different personalities in different chats. I've seen it a
Opponent
few
was
times.
Smurfing. Is opponent was smurfing lose? Yeah, I imagine that's lose, right? Okay. Andre, okay. Andre. What's lose here? Is lose opponent was smurfing? Chat, help me or I can't resolve the bet. I think when I won it was the other one, so we're just gonna say it's this one.
Go ahead. Bad news?
Fucking relax, free XP.
Ah, you scared me. What's going on? In the rear with... Huh?
Don't you see that quite regularly though? Like you see someone in your chat and they're like really respectful, and you go to a different chat and there's just like, whoa,
Complete.
this
It's-
is not.
It's pretty rare that it's a massive divide. It's happened a couple times, but more often people are a little bit more
Depots required.
upright in my chat, and then they'll be a little bit more loosey-goosey me in another chat.
Oh, I mean, it's the house of respect. Like if there's a place to do.
Yeah.
Can't blame them when it's your branding.
Oh, I did have a...
Landing zone.
I don't know if I should say his name because he apologized, but I've had a Terran proxy racks me and then manner mule me and pause BM when I was on an alt account, but whenever I'm on my main account, they're super respectful and nice. And I was
Nice.
like, damn, dude, like, yo, this is Neuro, and he was like, oh, fuck.
Whoops. Dad, no, Dad, I'm sorry. Oh my God, was it? You think it's Giant thinks it's NetMech?
No,
No, okay. That was a pretty delayed no.
no, it's not NetMech.
Add-on complete.
NetMech has never BM'd me
Oh,
as far as I know.
NetMech in the chat. Nice.
Yeah, he's never BM'd me.
Yeah, NetMech. has
NetMech,
always
if I can poke at you a little bit, the only thing that you do that rustles me is play like out of your mind good unranked, and you're like 4.7 or something, when I see you as like a 5.2-ish or higher player.
Upgrade. Add-on.
But that's okay.
That was
You're
actually
not required
so
to play
cute
ranked.
that NetMech just popped out of the woodwork to tell Giant Gnome to fuck off.
We have good games though.
He plays mech. I actually won the last one. I lose so many. I was proud. Now I try and dodge NetMech.
Add-on complete.
On the way.
Not enough.
We have had some good games.
I told you, I have a hard time beating Cammy Green. I do. I struggle. But Cammy Green's MMR is crap. I don't know. I just can't win.
He dies to Zerg.
Yeah.
Additional supply depots required.
Just be Zerg, forehead.
I used to literally never lose to him. I guess now he plays Phoenix, so it's...
Depots required.
And then he gets the Disruptor. So it's different from before. I used to always just take advantage of the fact this macro is garbage, but you can't really do that with Phoenix.
Research complete.
What's that pasta in Discord? Oh, it's because Discord wants to take away my partnership because they can't count. Even though they said I met the requirement, then they took it back.
Additional supply depots
I
required.
got that
like
message too. Did they change something recently? Make it more strict?
No, like, I met all the requirements, but then they just reported that I was under by 1 in the number of weekly communicators,
Add-on
which is wrong because I know for a fact that it reported the right number all week,
complete.
and then all of a sudden it just reported a different number at the end of the week. I don't know. This is very salty.
Command center upgrade complete.
I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be, you wouldn't really lose that much. I think they let you keep your high quality audio, but that's the only thing I'm really afraid of losing.
Yeah? Holla back.
Go ahead. SCV ready. In the rear, armed and SCV ready. This better be.
Mayday! Mayday!
SCV ready.
I got my ear.
Gangway.
Not enough.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy?
Base is under attack.
Armed and ready.
Mayday! Mayday!
Go, go, go! This better be good.
Unacceptable. Add-on complete.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? Who wants some? SCV ready.
Okay.
Add-on complete.
I can't build here. Gangway. Coming. SCV ready.
Research.
Do you like the strat so far, Zeus the Cat?
You gonna give me
This game versus Neuro, no, this player is significantly worse.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
A lot. Probably like 1,000 MMR worse.
Complete.
Who wants some?
Not enough minerals.
This better be good.
You're satisfied? In-game color redemption.
Thank you for the thank you for the customer feedback.
We hope you are satisfied with this cheese build.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? We could use some help here.
Yeah, that literally did nothing.
Huh? Be in the rear with been waiting. Gangway. Coming.
Additional supply depots required.
I can't build here.
Mineral field depleted.
We could use some help here. This better be good.
Ready for pickup?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Research complete.
Go, go, go.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Coming through. We could use some help. Who wants some? Ready to roll out.
Ready for dust off.
What's going
Add-on
Yeah, 65 workers.
Been waiting on. Go, go, go.
not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Want a piece of me, boy? By the number. Gangway. Coming.
Unacceptable landing zone.
SCV ready.
Base is under
Armed
attack.
and ready. Fueled up, ready to go. God,
Talk to me.
this better be good.
Mineral
Who
field
wants some?
depleted.
SCV ready.
Somebody, give me
Where's
another
our fourth
bed.
base?
Upgrade complete.
Where's Somebody, get me out of this mess.
I have a nice worker count, and they don't have a fourth base.
Gangway, coming through.
Upgrade complete.
You want a piece of me, boy? I feel this better be good. Let's travel.
Not enough energy.
Armed and ready.
Not enough minerals.
You gonna give me orders? Fueled up, ready to go. Been waiting on you. Gangway,
Alright, well.
coming through.
Oh. He took the rich Vespine.
Go, go, go.
Are we gonna build some lurkers, or
Ready for dust off.
we gonna just keep building hydras like they're good units?
Want a piece of me?
Mineral field depleted.
We could use some help. Let's have a blast. Go, go, go.
Alright.
Unacceptable.
My counterattack just die?
This better be
Oh, he
Base
didn't even
is
take a
under
fourth
attack.
base.
fun, some.
Nice. Just more production. No gas at the third. Marine tank brick. Sal's PC is haunted by Neuro.
This is true. Spooky.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
Oh yeah.
Somebody.
Zeus the cat reimbursed us on that MMR. Nice.
Did you win or lose?
Thank you. We lost. 3 base, 60 SCV all in. I went up to 80 drones hive and was trying to get broods. Oops. And the debt to be repaid, it has been paid. The last engagement felt very out of position.
Field depleted.
Well, that's mainly because it was very out of position. And I also had way less stuff because my opponent all-ined. Oh, damn, 55 SCVs. Okay. Has anyone called you the salamander?
Me?
No, they're asking me.
Oh, you? Why you?
Dawn complete.
Actually, people used to call me that in high school all the time.
Really?
Not like the salamander, but salamander. Yeah.
Supply.
Oh.
Unacceptable command.
Do you like that?
It's got Sal in it. Very original. No, me? Yeah. Salad manager? Excuse? Yeah, no. They used to call me that all the time. A couple of my friends.
Oh, nice rank command. High Masters, low GSL champ.
Yeah. That's good shit.
I'm a regular rival of Zest. He's knocked me out of the 2 most recent America's Opens.
Really?
Yeah. That's my roadblock, because like you're an up-and-coming NA StarCraft player. You've got to fight through Nice and Zest.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, Invux. He played well. He played well. You can blame Cammy Green for taking my points.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Felt like lurkers were late.
What's going on?
After trashing how dumb his opponent is all game, I didn't say he was dumb.
Go ahead.
Additional supply depots required.
Historically.
Not enough minerals.
In the rear.
No, historically what happens is that an opponent beats me, comes in and says GG, and I've been shit-talking them the whole game. It's awkward. That's the historical.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Yeah, yeah. In the rear.
There were a couple times when I was on the opposite end of that. I guess I was streaming too, but
Vespine gas.
whenever you play against someone and then you're like, oh, I wonder what their POV for the match was like, and they're like dropping the R word over and over again. Yikesy boys.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Whew. And then they see you at an event. Oh, hey, dude, how's it going? It's like, ooh. I know your true feelings on the matter.
Our SCVs are
Neuro,
under
thanks for what
I-
you do for the scene. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I never hold what people say playing SC2 against them, man. It brings out the worst in everybody. Like, if that's your worst, SC2 will see it, you know? I just don't take it seriously. But, like, same time, there should be some level of accountability. No. I just don't, yeah.
There's no excuse to drop slurs. I agree.
I agree. I mean, I personally agree. Again, though, you know, NA is the place where you can get proxy void raid 4 times in a row, and then roach all in 5 times in a row, and then someone will Nidus lurkers into your base, and at that point, you're just if you could be lower than the crust of the earth, like you would be, it's just how you feel.
add-on.
So when people say mean things to me, I just chuckle.
I'm listening.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
It's double adept.
What's it worth? Nothing I can't handle.
Command center upgrade.
SCV ready. This better be good.
We can all admit that nowhere is worse than general chat.
StarCraft general chat, like the arcade
Yeah.
chat? Yeah.
That shit is... It's actually so bad. I really wonder if someone has made like 5,000 alt accounts and just has them all in a script. Like, they don't even talk to one another. They just yell over each other. It's actually insane. They're not even talking to one another. Like, I just don't understand it.
Add-on complete.
Ready for dust off. Waiting on you.
SCV ready.
Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, if you you don't want your kids seeing general chat, man.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
You don't want them to know what the scum of the
Not
earth looks
enough
like.
minerals. Add-on complete.
How did my queen even get there?
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Vespine gas.
General chat is like screaming into the void, and an idiot screams back. That's so true. Oh my god, no. Don't lose everything.
Nice.
Additional supply depots required.
An idiot screams back, dude.
Wonder who this is.
Unacceptable landing zone.
What is it?
Ready for
Well, it's someone who had 7 games played last season and only 1 game played this
Add-on
season.
complete.
Are they
Decent
good?
Double check or something? Or they play a good Bling Bane all in off hatch first.
Not enough.
Oh, they didn't drone past 22.
stay your
SCV ready. Let's have a... I can't build here.
General chat is an example of why aliens don't contact us. Yeah, insert the meme if they're not ready yet.
Yeah. That's actually you could get really good karma with that if you posted that on Reddit.
Yeah.
You could get decent karma with that meme. I'd upvote.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy.
I had the parental blocks and stuff on the computer that we had upstairs. So I couldn't really go out of bounds too much.
Not enough minerals. Upgrade.
Gangway, coming through.
Ready for dust off.
Let's have a blast.
Ready for dust off. Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Something in the way.
I kind of wonder, out of curiosity, how effective the modern parental blocks are, because the internet
Probably
seems like,
really good, actually.
Complete.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Base is under attack.
I think it really just depends, you know. Like, there's only so far you can go, cause like if your kid has friends, you know, and the parents don't of the other kid don't like get in on it, like you can't. It's impossible to monitor both.
Ready for dust off.
Wow. Face a barcode, they pause and say, "Let me open your stream." Welcome, barcode.
Dude, you have fucking balls, asshole. Jesus.
Well, it's a barcode, so there's not the accountability there. So I don't know if I would go that far.
Ready for dust off.
You should tell him to say hi in chat and stop being a bitch. I'll say it. Yo, say hi in chat and stop being a bitch.
Mineral field.
Let's have a blast.
Ooh, and we unpause without saying anything? What else is in this bag of memes? I feel like I'm trick-or-treating for Halloween.
This better be good. SCV ready.
If you can hear the commentary, press 2.
It's so hard to DNS block Google services. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It's go time.
I have a feeling it's gonna actually be really difficult. I really don't envy parents in this current gen. And at the same time, I think more and more privacy, like not privacy, but like parental controls are just built straight into devices. So I think it's probably easier to circumvent, but also easier for parents to do a better job than in the past. Honestly, it's like before, like unless you were actually very savvy, I feel like it was very difficult for parents to like keep their kids out of places they're just not ready to see yet.
Forces are under attack.
Is this like a bad version of the Riddler? Well, we don't know who it is. They've chosen to conceal their identity.
Not
Like a
enough
bitch.
minerals. Research.
For obvious reasons.
Mineral field depleted.
Responsibility and accountability are heavy things. They give you some clear advantages, but there's a lot of weight to it.
SCV ready. It's go time. This better.
Not enough minerals.
The YouTube can be the worst place. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I think it's important that you just
Not enough.
you're just
minerals.
around. It's tough. I feel really bad for parents that like work 2 jobs and shit. It's like, how the fuck are you supposed to be around?
Mineral field depleted.
The interesting question for me is, if you had kids, like how much do you let them use devices that are connected to the internet? Because when we were growing up, heckin' millennials, we didn't
Oh,
have
dude.
smartphones and stuff. That seems like such a wild card to pass to your kid.
A lot of apparently, like a lot of classes and stuff, like the parents will get together and I'll be like, okay, so no devices till blah 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 age,
Mm-hmm.
Add-on.
which makes sense. I think that's extremely healthy.
SCV ready. Oh, it's on. Who wants some?
I don't know, man.
Ready to blunder.
I think, well, most streamers that are doing like just chatting stuff, like for like, you know, obviously we're talking about the hot tub memes here. They have 18 plus filters, right? Obviously you can easily circumvent them, but at least they're trying to be like, you know, mark their age demographic that they're
Not
targeting.
enough minerals.
Been waiting on. You can ready to blunder. Who wants?
Not enough. Mineral field depleted. Not enough minerals.
This better be. You want a piece of me, boy? Ready to. It's about to get heavy.
Upgrade.
If I go for that, I'm gonna die.
Battle stations. Got freedom?
Not
Do you have
enough
a
minerals.
strong internal voice of guilt whenever you do something wrong? It's like
Yeah, I feel really
gnawing
bad.
at you through the rest of the day. Yeah.
I try really hard not to do anything wrong,
Not enough.
Yeah.
but sometimes it happens.
Because that's
But you-
something that it seems like some people don't really have that voice as loud in their head.
Mineral field.
Because when I was a kid growing up, our parents gave us spankings if we did stuff that was wrong. But for me, the thing that was way worse than that punishment was knowing that I earned that punishment by doing the wrong thing. And I would just feel like shit the entire day. And I just wanted the punishment to be over with because until I got punished, I just had to wrestle with my conscience the whole time. And that was way worse. So even if you do have a barcode, like, you've still got your conscience to answer to. Or I would
Is
think
that the
so.
case? Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah, how did this guy lose? He's 400 MMR better than me right now. We spanked him.
Are under attack.
Like he's our kid.
Upgrade complete.
I feel no remorse for the off. We just aren't giving our kids phones till high school. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would be like really, like I'd let my kid, you know, use a computer, I think as much as they'd want. But like they have to use it in a public area. Or something like that. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that way more, and for me, knowing what I know about tech, I feel like this problem is almost useless for me right now because by the time I have kids and they're older, I have no idea what the fuck we're gonna have. Like, you know, are all the kids gonna have some AR goggles and shit? Like, I'm super confused. Like, I don't really know I don't know what we're gonna be dealing with, so I try not to think about it too hard. Try not to rack my brain. Wow, 33 points. Damn, son. Oh, he's been playing for 6 hours. The mad lad. It'll be soon. Jeremy, relax. Relax.
Do you think my opponent is enjoying the stream? It's probably like being on TV a little bit.
Okay, I'm just gonna take those points and I'm gonna keep playing unranked. Oh.
Go ahead. SCV ready. What's going on?
Screenagers?
Not enough minerals.
Screenagers.
So it's kind of like playing against
SCV ready.
Map Hacker with BM is really the main thing. Which I'm
You scared me.
not really that opposed to, because it just raises the stakes of the content.
Supply depots
If
required.
they win, well, it wasn't as legit of a win, so you don't really feel as bad. If they lose, it's like an instant YouTube video.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Fastest YouTube video ever. Cobra X, he's like on it within 4 seconds.
What's up, Rev? Don't you have D&D tonight?
Yep, I need to wrap it after this game.
I say. How long is this game going on?
I don't know. The opponent tried to take a hidden fourth base, but I have lings on it.
You cheating, bro? You watching his stream?
I'm peering into my opponent's conscience and not really pleased with what I've found.
God, imagine, man. I
And I
couldn't even
realized-
imagine the audacity.
The weight of that
Insufficient
circumstance is
rescue gas.
it's way more than the outcome of any match of a video game could be.
What's going on? Huh? There's something in the way. Ah! Go ahead. Ben, what's going on?
Command center upgrade complete.
Seraph?
Huh?
An overseer scout, this happy buddy. Okay, it is going to be BCs.
Go ahead. Ben? Gangway, coming through. SCV ready.
Oh, we're gonna find this drone? There he is. Oh, it's
SCV ready.
I'm so upset.
What's up?
I found the drone behind the mineral line. I went to block the drone from getting on the extractor. Misclicked. It was off by a hex. And now there's a drone building an extractor in my face. I don't like it.
The tricky thing is I need to build 5 spires because they can teleport onto it.
I got it anyway! Chad, I'm so happy. I lost the Reaper though.
Ready to raise some hell. Where's the hot?
Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Go.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Talk to me, boss. SCV ready.
Go.
Add-on complete.
Stun gas again. It looks standard. Looks not good.
Raise some hell. SCV ready.
Teleport onto the spire directly. Love it.
By the number.
God.
SCV ready. Daylight first. SCV ready. Been waiting on.
Oh my god, you know what you should do?
Huh.
Bro. I actually have such a good stream cheater counter.
What?
Not enough minerals.
You should enable vertigo. Okay,
What
so
does
there's a
that
there's a co-op mod that changes the camera location of this like every 10 seconds. You should just literally like horizontally flip the screen. Everyone on stream will get used to it, but the person who's map hacking or stream cheating will literally like every time they look back to their screen, it'll be flipped, and so they'll give themselves vertigo.
That sounds fun.
That's actually sick.
SCV ready.
What's my favorite TVP build? I'm liking the mine dropped into 3 racks, but people seem to be liking the 3 racks builds these days. I gotta check it out.
SCV ready. Yes, sir.
Dude, when we did Vertigo, me and Harsum actually like couldn't do it anymore. Like he was like, okay, I'm going to bed. Like this is. He was saying that he almost threw up.
Add-on complete.
Very difficult mutation.
Oh, and we're flying buildings too.
Like, wait, is he losing?
Well, he has enough BCs that he was able to
Command center
kill a lot of my
upgrade
stuff.
complete.
Engine screaming.
But I have some stuff too. So it's kind of being forced into a wonky base race.
Which you're of course at a natural disadvantage in.
Pedal to the metal. Go, go.
This is pretty clever.
Unacceptable landing zone.
SCV ready. Are you?
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Research complete. Not enough.
How many stream cheaters do you think you play a day?
Oh, not more than 2. It's pretty rare.
Not enough energy.
This better be good. Go, go, go!
Add-on complete.
Bad news? Armed and ready.
Now, the tricky thing is I don't have a hatch now, so we're actually in a full-on race.
I got 2 macro hatches in the main.
Additional supply depots required.
Go ahead.
Additional supply depots required.
Inbound.
Go, go, go!
Additional supply depots required.
This is saucy.
Add-on complete.
Is he typing to you yet?
No, not yet.
Love how we know it's coming though.
Upgrade.
Mainly just to make sure the buildings catch on fire. That's the most important thing. But if they know where my buildings are, they can get my stuff.
Oh, nice. maneuver.
And I don't think I got my opponent's last orbital,
Complete.
I can't build here.
so he might be dead.
Mineral field depleted.
Well,
Chat. I think we're almost dead too. I think Akram's got me this
Oh,
time.
there it is.
picking up or
You want a piece of me, boy? This better be good.
Min-
somebody get me out of this
Additional
mess.
supply depots required.
Somebody
Additional
get me out of
supply
this mess.
depots required.
Ready for dust off.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Now
Been waiting on you.
So now they can sit on their one building, and I don't think I can kill it.
Is it draw then?
No, I think they can kill my last buildings
Additional supply depots required.
with the BC teleport.
Coming through.
Upgrade complete.
Armed and ready.
Yeah, nice.
where's the emergency?
Additional supply
That's very clever.
Keep your shirt. This better be good. Been waiting on you. Gangway, coming through.
I would not have been as kind.
Who wants some?
So I think there's a building somewhere,
It's go time.
but I got the CC.
Ready for dust off.
Been waiting on this. Go, go, go! Armed and
Let's see where it was.
this in the rear with SCV ready.
Oh, they had a factory, and oh, there's a CC here that I missed. Shit.
Gangway, coming through.
Yeah, there were 2 more buildings.
Additional supply depots required.
That was good. We had map control. I didn't
Supply depots required.
make enough spires.
Additional supply depots
Because if they're stream cheating, they can see where the spires are and just pour it on top of them.
forces under attack. Not enough minerals required.
And then they can fly the buildings around and stuff.
SCV ready. Aye,
Light.
aye. Armed and ready.
Cool. Well, I will raid you up.
Additional supply
Oh,
depots
thanks, buddy.
required.
And then we've got
Good luck in
D&D
D&D.
in 38 minutes.
Mineral
Good hanging out with you, fam.
depleted.
Dude. Yeah. We should sit down and pick out the keyboard stuff.
Not enough minerals.
I don't know if you want to do that on stream or off stream or what.
Ready for dust off.
Not enough minerals.
I will poke you about that. The opposite of the Zumi zones are called inhibitor zones. I'll be back in a little bit, fam. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you later, Sal fam.
Yep, take care.
And later, Sal.
Additional supply depots required.
It's go time.
Additional not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy? Armed and full one.
So we're just gonna keep
Additional
applying pressure to this guy
supply
right now.
depots required. Your forces are under attack.
Ready for dust off.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh. 3 completely random banelings.
Armed and ready. This been waiting on you.
Ready for dust off.
Help here. Been waiting on you. This better be good. Go, go, go. Armed and who wants some? Orders received. We could use some help here. This better be good.
Neuro! Thank you very much, buddy.
Mineral field.
We could use some help here.
It's just not much to do here. While we stall the boy out.
Unacceptable command.
Gangway, coming through.
Unacceptable command. Upgrade.
Let's have a blast. Go ahead. You want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade complete.
Ready for dust off.
You gonna give me this? Got a whole been waiting on you.
Mineral field depleted.
I'm in a world of hurt. Been waiting on you. You gonna give me your by the number? This better who won? Armed?
Loud and clear.
Who won?
Now what? Picking up?
Upgrade complete.
Confirm.
Go, go, go.
Base mineral field depleted.
Go time.
Our SCVs are under attack. Research.
Gangway, coming through.
Our SCVs are under attack. Vespine geyser exhausted. Not enough energy. Our SCVs are under attack.
Ready for dust off.
It's go time.
Life. Here's all the ball. Where's the emergency?
This better. We could use some help here. SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? It's go time. SCV ready. Who wants?
I mean, yeah, this game makes perfect sense.
This better be good.
Mineral
I have a
field
3k
depleted.
bank, so naturally he's gonna have a lot too.
Leave me hanging. You gonna give me your... It's about to get heavy. You want a piece of me, boy?
Mineral field
Go, go, go.
We are at maximum supply. Mineral field unacceptable command. We are at base is under attack. Mineral field unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
This better be good.
Command
Somebody
Not
get me
enough.
out of this mess.
base is under attack. Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Vespine geyser exhausted.
Who wants some?
landing zone.
Picking up or dropping off?
This better be good. Ready. I've been waiting.
Light flight.
Our base is under attack.
Go on. Let me. Just say when. Who wants some? Don't leave me hanging. Oh, it's on. Kaboom, baby!
Incoming order.
Talk to me.
Go, go, go!
Waiting on you.
You gonna give me this better be. If you want a piece of me, boy. By the number. It's go time. In the ring.
Life.
Been waiting on. Just say this.
Where? Ready for dust off.
You gonna give me order? Who wants?
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Kaboom, baby!
Waiting on
SCV ready. Been waiting on you. Gangway, coming through.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh,
Not enough energy. Mineral field depleted.
Nathan.
Kaboom, baby!
Not enough energy.
I just don't have a scan. There we go.
Gangway, coming through. It's go time.
Base is under attack.
You know what's funny is that I think if he just kept pushing a little bit longer, I think I was out. 47 to 3 seconds. Oh, liquors, man. Liquors will really make you think, dude. They're really making you thunk.